Once upon a time, in the kingdom of Fairytale, there lived a princess named Seraphina. She was known throughout the land for her kindness and her laughter that sounded like bells. But her heart was heavier than anyone knew. She had lost her mother when she was very young. Her father, King Alden, raised her with great care but little warmth. He feared losing her as he had lost his queen. So he locked the castle gates tight and forbade her from wandering beyond the gardens. Seraphina, however, was not a creature made for cages. Every night, she stood on her balcony, staring at the glowing forest beyond the castle walls. They called it the Crystal Forest, a place of wonder and mystery. No one dared to enter, for it was said to be enchanted. The trees shimmered with glass leaves. The rivers whispered secrets. And sometimes, travelers claimed to hear a woman's voice singing among the trees. "It's just a legend," said her nursemaid. But legends were the only things that made Seraphina feel alive. She dreamed of seeing the world beyond her prison walls. Of dancing with wind instead of courtiers. Of touching magic with her own hands. And one night, she decided to do exactly that. Dressed in a simple cloak, she slipped past the guards. The moon guided her steps like an old friend. The moment she crossed the castle gates, her heart raced. Freedom smelled like rain and danger. The forest loomed ahead, silver and silent. As she stepped into it, her breath caught. Every branch sparkled as if made of diamond dust. The air itself hummed with life. "Hello," she whispered. "Welcome," a voice replied. She spun around, startled. A figure stepped from behind a crystal tree. It was a young man with eyes like molten gold. "Who are you?" she asked. "A guardian," he said with a half-smile. "Of this forest. And of its secrets. Do you live here alone?" "Not alone," he said softly. "The forest lives with me." "What's your name?" "Kale." "I'm Seraphina," she said proudly, forgetting she was supposed to be in disguise. He bowed. "I know who you are, princess." "Then you know I shouldn't be here." "Yes," he said. "But you came anyway." "I wanted to see the truth of this place." "And what truth do you seek?" "Why everyone fears it." "Because truth itself can be frightening." "Then show me." Kale smiled faintly and offered his hand. When she took it, warmth spread through her like sunlight. They walked deeper into the forest. The trees began to whisper her name. "They know you," Kale said. "How?" "Because your mother once walked here." Seraphina froze. "My mother?" "Queen Althea," he said gently. "She came here many years ago." "But she died," Seraphina whispered. "Did she?" Kale asked. "What do you mean?" "The forest keeps those who belong to it." "Are you saying she's alive?" "Alive. But not as you remember." Hope and fear battled in her chest. "Take me to her." Kale hesitated. "It's not that simple." "Then make it simple. If you see her, you may never leave." "I don't care." "You will," he warned. But she wouldn't listen. They continued until they reached a glade glowing with blue fireflies. In the center stood a woman made of light and leaves. Her eyes were Seraphina's eyes. "Mother." The woman turned, smiling sadly. "My child," she whispered. Seraphina ran to her, tears streaming down her face. But when she tried to embrace her, her hands passed through light. "You're not real," she choked. "I am," said her mother, "but bound." "By what?" "By the curse that protects this forest." "Why would a curse protect anything?" "Because protection always costs something." "Tell me how to free you." "It's not me who needs freeing," said the queen. "It's the forest, and him." She glanced at Kale. "What?" Seraphina asked. Kale looked away. "He didn't tell you," the queen said sadly. "Tell me what?" "He is the curse." The world tilted around Seraphina. No, she whispered. Yes, said her mother. His soul was bound here to protect the crystal heart. The heart of the forest. The heart of all life in Merrydale. If he leaves, it dies. Then I'll stay with him. If you stay, her mother said, you'll be bound too. I don't care. You will, Kale murmured. You deserve to live freely. And you don't, she cried. I made my choice long ago. Then let me choose mine. The queen's eyes filled with sorrow. Child, love is not always enough. It's all I have. Then may it guide you, her mother whispered, fading. Wait. Seraphina cried. But the queen was gone. Only the echo of her song remained. The forest wept silver rain. Kale turned away, his golden eyes dim. You should go, he said. No, please. I can't leave you like this. If you stay, you'll lose everything. Then I'll lose everything gladly. He stared at her, stunned. Why would you do that? Because I love you. The forest held its breath. You don't know what that means yet, he said softly. Then teach me. If I do, it will destroy you. Maybe destruction is another kind of beginning. He closed his eyes. You sound like your mother. I hope so. Then come, he said. And see the heart of the forest. They walked to a great clearing. At its center floated a crystal the size of a throne. It pulsed with white light, alive and aware. This is what binds me, Kale said. It needs a guardian soul. Then free yourself. If I do, it will fade. What if we share it? Share. Let both our souls guard it. Kale's eyes widened. That has never been done. Then let us be the first. It could kill you. Or save us both. You risk everything for me. For you, for the forest, for my mother's peace. You are braver than any I've known. Then trust me. Always, he said. They joined hands before the heart. Light burst around them. The forest roared with voices, old, young, forgotten. The ground shook. Pain seared through her veins. Seraphina! Kale shouted. Don't let go, she gasped. Never. The light grew unbearable. And then, silence. When the light faded, the forest had changed. The glass trees were now alive with green leaves. Rivers sang joyfully. The curse was broken. But Kale was gone. Seraphina fell to her knees. No, she whispered. I'm here, said a voice. She looked up and saw him, human now. You're free, she said through tears. So are you, he replied. The forest lives. And so does your mother's spirit, he added. The queen's song filled the air once more, gentle, proud, at peace. The trees swayed in gratitude. It's over, Seraphina said softly. No, Kale smiled. It's just beginning. They returned to the castle together. The guards could hardly believe their eyes. The king wept when he saw his daughter safe. Father, she said, the forest is no longer cursed. You did this. With help, she said, glancing at Kale. The king bowed to him. You've given my kingdom life again. She gave it to herself, Kale said. And to us all. Seraphina's courage spread through Merrydale. People returned to the forest. They built villages among the glowing trees. The forest thrived. So did the people. Kale became her most trusted advisor. And her dearest friend. Yet she never forgot the night she risked everything. Sometimes, when the moon was high, she returned to the glade. She could still hear her mother's voice there. You've done well, my child, it would whisper. You've healed more than a curse. And Seraphina would smile. Years passed. The king grew old and passed the crown to her. Queen Seraphina ruled with wisdom and kindness. Her people loved her as deeply as they had feared the forest before. Kale stood beside her through every trial. Together they built bridges between magic and man. No longer were they enemies, but kin. The crystal forest became the heart of the kingdom. Its rivers fed the fields. Its songs filled their dreams. But one night, Seraphina saw something strange. A star fell into the forest. She followed its trail until she found a pool of starlight. In it shimmered a vision of her mother. "The world beyond calls, my daughter," said the queen's spirit. "There are other forests, other hearts in need. You mean I must leave? Every guardian must, in time. What of my people? They will thrive, your light lives in them now." Seraphina turned to Kale. "Will you come with me?" "Always," he said. And so they left Marydale, walking into legend. Some said they became constellations. Others swore they still wandered among forgotten lands, healing what was broken. The kingdom flourished for centuries under their memory. Children grew up believing the forest itself whispered their names in thanks. The crystal heart pulsed softly beneath the soil, eternal and bright. And whenever the moonlight touched it, it glowed in the shape of two joined hands. The people of Marydale built a shrine there. They called it the Shrine of the Brave Queen. Every spring, maidens placed flowers at its steps. Every autumn, kings came to seek guidance. They said her spirit answered in dreams. In every dream, her words were the same: courage is love that refuses to yield. Her legend became the kingdom's heartbeat. The forest grew with stories instead of fear. And hope took root in every soul. Generations passed. But the tale of Seraphina and Kale was never forgotten. Artists painted them beneath trees of light. Poets wrote verses about their courage. Children played at being forest guardians. And old storytellers smiled, knowing the truth lived on. Because somewhere, beyond sight and time, Seraphina still walked among stars. Her laughter echoed through the constellations. Her love lit the path for wanderers. And her name meant hope reborn. When the night seemed endless, travelers prayed to her. When hearts broke, lovers whispered her story. When rulers doubted, they remembered her strength. For she had taught them that the truest power was compassion. The crystal forest never faded. It remained alive, blooming brighter with every generation. And sometimes, when the wind blew just right, you could hear her voice saying, "The forest lives because love lives." And the wind would reply, "Forever." The legend spread far beyond Marydale. Across oceans and mountains, her tale traveled. Other kingdoms sought her wisdom. Some even claimed to see her reflection in their lakes. Scholars debated if she had ever been mortal. But the simple folk didn't care. They felt her presence in blooming flowers, in moonlight on glass, in laughter after storms. And that was enough. Every full moon, they told her story anew. So it would never fade. They called it the Song of the Crystal Forest. And it always ended the same way: once there was a princess who dared to love a curse and turned it into a blessing. Those words became a proverb across nations. Whenever someone faced fear, they whispered her name. Whenever someone risked everything for kindness, they remembered her. Her light never dimmed. Her courage never died. Her love remained the strongest spell ever cast. And her story, a heartbeat in eternity. Even now, if you listen closely in deep forests, you may hear the sound of crystal leaves rustling. That's her laughter, still watching over those who dream. The stars above will blink softly, like golden eyes. And if you whisper, "Thank you, princess," the wind will carry your words to her. She will smile, wherever she is. For her tale was never about endings, only new beginnings. And so, the princess of the crystal forest lives forever. In every heart brave enough to love without fear.